I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What's happening? What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 233 of the SZN Podcast. I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, you know the drill by now. Please head over to our Instagram page and our Twitter page, SZN Pod or SZN Podcast. Got a link in the bio on both those pages there, and that'll take us to where we're situated at streaming-wise. So make sure you do that for us, guys. We've got the audio links there, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your audio from. And then we got the videos as well on the YouTube channel. So that link is also there. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave us a follow, good review, all that good stuff. Thank you, guys. Flowz, another week. As always, hope you're good, bro.
Yeah, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Cheers. Yeah, knackered, but here we are. Big weekend for boxing, to be honest, over in the UK and in America. As always, as we like to do, we'll start over at home, to be honest. Let's get our teeth straight into the Azim Sergey Lipinets fight that happened on Saturday. Sky Sports boxer. Azim's first major headline card in terms of him in a big venue. I think this is what, OVO Arena, right?
Yeah.
OVO Arena. Against a quality opposition. Well, not quality now, but a guy that has been at the top, been at the pinnacle, ex-world champion, fought some world-class opposition in Sergey Lipinets. But I think we're both quite bullish and saying that, you know, we expect Azim, despite this being his 11th, 12th fight, 13th fight maybe, he should be able to come through a Sergey Lipinets and really put himself on the map and, yeah, grab a nice little minor world title belt as well. I said I reckon he's going to wash him. And to be honest, bro, in my opinion, I think Azim was comfortable the entire night. I gave him every single round up to the point of stoppage. Actually, he officially lost some rounds on the card. Well, he officially lost a round on my card, obviously due to what we'll talk about, the infringements that he was doing. But really and truly, he won every round. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The fight went exactly how we thought it was going to go, to be honest, bro. Lipinets, Russian, come forward fighter, pretty basic in terms of, he doesn't do anything flashy. It's the standard come forward, sturdy, peekaboo stance, try and apply pressure fighter. Look like, David Venetian, kind of. But like, you know what I mean? Like that sort of style. A bit rigid. He's not really going to do anything slick in there. He's going to come forward, trying to apply pressure on you. And if you're not at the level required, you might fold under that pressure. But Azim, as we know, is a talented guy. We've seen him fight in a number of ways. He's comfortable going forward, but he's also comfortable fighting on the back foot. And he was very comfortable with this. This is almost a tailor-made opponent for him to look good against, in the fact that Lipinets was coming forward, trying to apply pressure, high guard up, and then trying to get in close. Obviously, Azim had a, much superior, height and reach advantage. So Lipinets, really to do his work, he has to get in close. As he was coming in close and trying to throw off, Azim was just countering every single time, using his superior hand speed to counter him to the body, punching in between Lipinets punching and catching him as he's coming in, whilst stepping back, whilst pivoting away. And from round one, you kind of saw the way this was going to go. And to me, it was only going to be a matter of time where I said to myself, you're going to keep on doing this. You're going to keep on banging to the body. You're going to keep on, picking them off as he comes forward. Eventually, we're going to see a slowing down from Lipinets anyways. That's you breaking him down. And then from there, you'll be able to just really get him out there when you need to. And to be honest, bro, it's a fight I've seen millions of times. Like, the come forward guy getting picked off by the slick operator in there. I just want Azim to remain focused and just do a good performance. And for the most part, it's what he did. Obviously, we'll talk about the low blows. But yeah, for the most part, bro, it was a comfortable performance for Azim. And he showed that, he's ready to make those step ups.
Yeah. you said you expect a washing, and I think you got that washing. If we're keeping it a buck, look,
Mm.
Lipinets ain't no walkover. He's not a pushover. He was very game. He came to fight. He came forward. He landed a few shots here and there. Azim took it well. But like you say, Azim at range, boxing well, picking nice shots, going to the body, jabbing well, landing hooks round Lipinets' guard quite frequently. But what I really liked was the shift. I think after the sixth round, Azim just started standing there in the pocket with him, taking more risks, but had already done enough work to break him down at that point.
Mm.
So was willing to take the risks and stand there with Lipinets on the inside and exchange with him on the inside, pick shots, continue to break him down. And I knew then he was gonna get him out of there. Like that was his aim from that point. Really sitting down there inside with him, landing shots, uppercuts, hooks around the guard. I'm starting to see Lipinets' face really get messed up from that point onwards. I can't remember when the stoppage was, but yeah, it was comfortable, other than the worry of him getting in trouble with the ref, which we saw.
This was really out of the performance, this was probably the only black mark or something worth talking about in terms of what became a danger to Azim, because he actually could have been disqualified. If we keep that, but he could have been disqualified. He could have lost this fight via DQ. Like, he was towing a very thin line. I kid you not, bro. 5 rounds in, I counted a low blow in every single round.
Yep.
And this is 5 rounds in. And I don't want to say he was doing it on purpose. Obviously, Lipinets is smaller than him and he was ducking quite low. And he was it was there for him to throw the shot. And I think he was just trying to whip it really quick and hard and fast. But the placement was off the entire night. Off the whole night. And they were clear low blows. I'll be sorry, they were clear low blows. He was trying to say, oh, he's ducking, blah, blah. Look, man, like, the fact that it's happening every single round is nuts. He finally gets his first point deducted in the third round. So this is the round that he dropped Lipinets. By the way, wonderful check sort of hook as Lipinets was bombing forwards. I said, boy, you better be careful.
Lipinets was trying to chase him.
Trying to chase him down the ring.
Not cutting off the ring, but chasing him.
Oh, crazy. Wonderful peach of a check hook from Azim to drop Lipinets. But Lipinets, unfortunately, Black Market gets him in that round, because towards the end of the round, he hit him low. And that was like the third or fourth time the ref had warned him. So obviously, ref deducted the point. Fair enough.
Was it the third round or fourth round? Was it the round after the drop?
It was when, I'm pretty sure it was the round where it was dropped, because I remember saying it's a 9-9 round. Actually, it might have been the fourth. You might be right. I think it was the round after. Fourth. Yeah, I think it was the round after. It was round after. You're right. Yeah. But yeah. So, and look, I have no complaints from the ref. I can't lie. The ref was pretty lenient, to be honest, because, like I said, Azim was hitting this guy low every single round, and he's done it again later on. I think this time by the 6th, and the referee's just given a warning again, not deducted the point, warned him. But then it's happened again in, I think, the 8th. Or maybe the 9th. I think it might be 8th. So it's happened the third time where the referee's then taken the second point off. So, look, he's hit him low a good 6-7 times, bro, in this fight. I'm not even kidding. And that is nuts. That actually is crazy. So, yeah, I just think it was carelessness, bro. I don't really think, like I said, I don't think he's there doing it on purpose. I just think his placement was off. Very off that night. And because it's not like he hasn't fought someone the size of Lipinets. This is not the first time he's fought a guy smaller than him. So, yeah, I'm not too sure why his placement was off the entire night. Because the body was there to him. And he was doing really good body work, to be fair to him. But just some of the shots, the placement was all off. And, yeah. I think that's why he had some trouble with the low blows. But, yeah, that was the most, that was the most danger that he sort of brought upon himself, right? He generally could have been disqualified. I'm not even joking.
Yeah. The ref warned him a few times. I think he gave him a warning where it was without stopping it. He stopped it himself. Lipinets didn't go down. He stopped it and warned him. And then I think in the 4th, deducts a point where Lipinets actually goes down. Lipinets goes down again. He warns him in another round. Then, like you say, I think later on he deducts another point. And at this point, like you say, he's been doing it, getting away with it a bit. Only been warned a few times. But I had no issues with the point deductions. And I knew the ref would be lenient. I think the ref would have, at worst, deducted another point before going to the DQ. But it seemed that real threat because every time it was to a point where I was like, don't even go to the body anymore, Adam. There's no need to risk this. You're winning comfy. There's a few rounds left. You're no danger of really getting knocked out at this point. Don't go to the body. And the other danger is that it could have messed up his flow because he was in the zone that fight. It could have messed up his flow in a sense. But I think by the second point deduction, Lipinets was pretty much done and dusted. I think when he went down, his face was all bloodied. I was like, man, he could decide to cop out here.
Yeah. The eighth round was around from hell. Yeah. The eighth round was around from hell, to be honest, bro. He got absolutely battered in that round. At that point, he'd fully broken down. I remember him going back to his corner, bro. The face is just a mess. Yeah. I'm seeing blood come out. I said, yeah, boy, you might as well cop out. Yeah. I won't begrudge you if you quit on your stool right now.
Yeah.
But he came out, the ref knew anyways. Came out and we've seen Azim, I think, land like 6 uppercuts in a row.
Yeah. They didn't all land, but he threw 6 in a row.
But he threw about 6 in he threw about 6 in a row. Yeah. Some landed, some didn't. But the fact that when someone's letting off the one shot 6 times, that's when you know you call it a day. Yeah. And the referee jumped in shortly after. Yeah. Fair enough. I don't remember seeing any protests or anything from him.
Well, Azim caught him with a shot that completely halted, almost made him shut down. Lipinets. Yeah. He kind of seemed dazed out of it. He didn't, and then the ref jumped in straight in there. It looked like it proper buzzed him that final shot. Yeah. And I think it was a good time for the ref to.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Look, man, as we said, this is a Lipinets that is over the hill. Let's be real. Doesn't need to take any extra punishment. Good career. He was put in there to make Azim look good. Let's keep it a buck, and he did his job. And that's that. He doesn't need to go any further. He was never going to win. He didn't have the power to trouble Azim. He didn't really land anything significant, anyways, in the entire fight. It is what it is. It was, like I said, a one-sided fight. Just Azim showing that he can box on the back foot and he's comfortable and he's able to break a fighter down who's sturdy and stubborn. So fair play to him. Yeah, man, look, good performance from Azim. Bar the low blows, good performance. He did everything he needed to do. So I'm happy with what I saw in there. Yeah, man, what next for Azim, do you think?
Well, he's in a stacked division. He's in a stacked division for sure. And I think you said last week that the Dalton Smith fight is there. Maybe that next. He's on a great run. I think they can keep riding this train. Boxer that is, make a bit of bread out of him, build him up a bit more. Because the division's stacked. The division's hot. I wouldn't go chasing titles just yet. Some demons out there. And maybe I would like to see the Dalton Smith fight if they can make it happen now. But I think they might want to.
They're going, but they're going to drag it out. The fact that it was mandated and they found a way to get out of it. They're going to drag it out. You know.
Look, Adam Azim's only 13 fights in now, so he's really still a rookie. He's on a good run. I see no reason to take risks just yet. So I don't know who else is out there. Maybe some fairly older, washed-up fighters. It's hard to say if Sandon Martin's washed up now, but he's probably out there. I think that's the type of... Well, that's stepping into world level, really and truly. So, but Lipinets is world level.
In-between space, right?
Yeah, so he's kind of dabbled into Lipinets, who's operating at world level.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to keep at the level of people who've operated at world level in the past. You can't really go back down. What belts has he grabbed at Azim?
IBO. The IBO, yeah. 140-pound belt. So minor one title belt.
Yeah. Well, look, Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what route they go down. But I would have to say it would have to be the almost past it 140 pounders. Who I was about to say Regis, nah. They will not do that to Regis. But yeah, there's options that there's a lot of names in that division. I just don't know what route they'll go down.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Um, yeah, there isn't much. It's tough. It's a weird in between space for this division. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he gonna take the risk, which you can't take the risk
Thing
at
is,
13
Regis
fights?
is not. Hey, let me. It's not a bad shout. It's just the fact that he's so experienced. It's like he wouldn't do it anyway. He's too proud for that. But yeah, nah, that's not a terrible shout. That's crazy. The fact that we're saying Regis might be the next best.
Nah, it can't be Regis, is it?
Nah.
Yeah, we can't do that to Regis. Yeah, we can't do that to Regis.
Who else is there? Look. Oh, nah, I can't even
it's because once he steps up and takes on like or Howard Davis fought Barboza and lost, for example. Yeah. Once you step into a Barboza, there's no going back. You're in the mix now. You're in the mix.
Yeah.
So next up is going to be an Isaac Cruz or a Rolly Romero. He beats Rolly, but or a Regis.
Yeah.
A Sandro Martinez. So that from 15 fights in, if you take that step up, there's no going back. And like we say, stacks division, and it's going to get more stacked.
Yeah.
Because then Kerr's going to come through.
Yeah.
Tiafimo's there.
Yeah.
Haney, all that. Yeah.
I'm just, I've drawn a blank here because I'm not too sure generally who can, like, a Lipinets is a good level, but who else is like Lipinets that's out there? What's that Formella you at? I know he's at 147, but I don't know. I feel like he can probably come down now. Yeah. Is Mo Hooker still about? I know he went to 147, but yeah, boy.
Look, there's a bunch. If he starts going, look, what's his name? Who do you call the fake Ali?
What, Rivera?
You see, that's not once if you start taking that or Jermaine Ortiz, if you start stepping into those guy type of names, look, they might as well maybe roll him out against a few European fighters at this point.
Rolly Romero, which is not gonna happen, but
he beats Rolly.
Yeah,
but once again, you've stepped up now.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the issue. You're at this level now where you can't really go back down. But some divisions just aren't blessed with the fighters to have a couple of those fights at that level. That's where you get big jumps. Because he's only 12 fights in or whatever, so it's still early, man. But hey, if it is what it is, if that's what's in front of him, bro, it's what it is.
It might have to be like a European then Dalton Smith, and then if he beats Dalton Smith, then boom, go
straight world title, a Catterall, and then you know what I mean, and then
say Josh Taylor, but if Josh Taylor,
sorry, a Taylor,
Josh Taylor,
if he's still about, but then let's say Catterall still is looking for a world title opportunity, you know, he's Mr. Eliminate anyways, so you know something along those lines, and then the world title maybe, but the future's definitely bright for him for sure. Have we still haven't really seen his chin tested yet, have we? Too tough.
No, we haven't. We've seen him against people. Look, Lipinets.
Yeah,
it hits. He's not a soft touch.
He's not soft. Yeah, but not a few times. But not a proper banger though. Not yet.
Yeah,
so you still don't know if his chin's saying. But yeah.
But I think he's shown that he's for the most part he's shown he's not chinny because he has taken shots.
Yeah, look, him and Dalton in a similar place because Dalton went and fought Zepeda before. And that, again, similar caliber to Lipinets in a way. And it's like, what happens next for you? Like, they're in a... So, maybe the Dalton fight does need to happen maybe because, and then before then it's like, the caliber of Jermaine Ortiz and then guys there maybe because, you said, look, we don't like to see step downs at all. Once you go to a certain level, you have to try and stick at that level if you can, you know, so... Yeah. Look, man, big up Adam Azim, though. These boxers crowned you at the moment, you know, they're really, really, you know, he's the one that they're trying to really, you know, push out there, and it's good to see him headline a big stadium as well. I don't know how it was sell out or not, but shout out to him. Seems like a good kid as well. So yeah, I'm rooting for him, man. I really am. Shall we head over to America? PBC on Amazon Prime. We go for David Benavidez versus David Morrell fight, bro. Probably the first blockbuster fight in America this year. Yeah, let's get straight into the main event. The Battle of the Davids. I thought this would be a very enjoyable fight, and I enjoyed the fight, bro. I did think it was an enjoyable fight personally. The needle between the two pre-fight was jokes. And yeah, man, they both said that they're gonna come and sit in the middle and trade and knock each other out. And I believe that's what they tried to do to each other. It was interesting because I knew what I was gonna get from David Benavidez, right? Stylistically, and how he was gonna approach the fight. But I wasn't too sure what I was gonna get from David Morrell. Also, I've seen Morrell fight a few times. He's Cuban, so he's got the amateur pedigree to sort of be slick in there and fight on the outside. But I also have seen him sort of sit and trade in the pocket and have a bit of a tear up. So, and he's a hard puncher as well. So I was intrigued to see how he was going to approach fighting someone like Benavidez, who is, likes to sort of be in the pocket and trade. And I'm there thinking initially, bro, that it probably isn't the best for David Morrell Jr. to sort of sit in the middle with David Benavidez in the pocket and trade out with him and bang out with him. Because we know that's David Benavidez' game. And credit to Benavidez, he's bloody good at that. It's hard to beat him that way. But David Morrell Jr., a man of the people, decided to sit there with Benavidez and trade with him. And, okay, bro, it wasn't probably the best strategy to help him win. In fact, it definitely wasn't. But from a enjoyment perspective as a fan, it made the fight a lot more interesting, a lot more fun to watch. So I want to give credit to David Morrell Jr., tough man. But David Benavidez rightfully was given the UD against David Morrell. It's funny because they basically fought the same way. But you're not going to beat David Benavidez at that game. That's his game. You can't beat David Benavidez. You can't beat David Benavidez fighting his style. You can't.
Yeah.
Like, that is his game. And I felt like if Morrell Jr. had maybe switched the tactics up a little bit, maybe wanted to fight on the outside a bit more and be a bit more slick, he could have won more rounds. Because ultimately, they both threw about the same amount of punches, but one person landed a lot more than the other person. Benavidez landed a lot more than Morrell Jr., and that's because that style of fighting, Benavidez is just a pro at it. He's very good at sitting in the pocket and teeing off whilst also being quite difficult to hit for the most part. Yeah. His defense, as I've said, has improved a lot in his most recent fights. So Morrell, just unfortunately, was looking like a poor man's version of him. And like I said, even though he was landing some good shots and he buzzed Benavidez a couple times.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that style of fighting is only going to favor Benavidez in the long run. And that's exactly what happened, bro. And yeah, but overall, cracking fight. Really enjoyed the fight from both guys. They both came to knock each other out.
Very good fight. And I think it's what we said last episode, the title of the episode. It's just, well, the title was be careful what you asked for, but it's just a little too soon is what we said.
Yeah.
Morrell Jr. It's too soon for him. He hasn't fought enough high-level competition to prepare him for this kind of fight in the pro ranks, which Benavidez has had time to prepare for. He's become a lot. He's not the same fighter that David Morrell was calling out initially, is the truth of the matter. He's more sound defensively, also picks better shots as well in those close quarters. Because before, he was very much a power puncher who had a good engine. So he could throw a lot of punches with power. Now he's picking shots to the body, picking nice uppercuts in there, hooks around the guard, and he's just a bit tidier defensively, so it doesn't get hit as much. So yeah, very enjoyable fight. Basically what we expected.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I didn't watch it live. I saw someone who had Morrell ahead at one point. So I was thinking, okay, is it a close fight? Then I saw it. It wasn't really. The rounds were going to Benavidez is the truth.
Yeah.
But I also saw that Benavidez got dropped. I was like, damn, he saw his boots again. But I see the stop. I see the drop, and he wasn't really hurt. It was off balance, and
I was gonna say, what do you think of the KD? Yeah.
It was a knockdown. It has to be both gloves on the canvas, come from a punch. But I don't think he was hurt in any real way. He was caught off balance and almost pushed up. It wasn't a push, it was a punch, but the punch kind of shifted him over. I don't think it landed in a damaging way. I don't think he was hurt or wobbled, but it was a legit knockdown that should be counted as a 10-8 rounds. So
it's interesting because the 2 times we've seen Benavidez touch the canvas had been, I think the Gavril one was also in the 12th round over the last round.
Yeah, it was late.
Yeah. And again, it was just an off-balance thing. It wasn't he was seriously hurt or anything. Like, it was just him, his footwork was a bit off and he caught off balance and dropped. So we've never really seen him truly, proper, in dire straits when he's been dropped. But there was a moment, I think, which round was it? It might have been the 5th, 6th in this round where Morrell's caught him good.
And he kind of backed off.
And he backed off. He was clearly hurt. He backed off against the ropes. But again, you see David Benavidez after his crazy dog. This is where I don't even remember seeing Flowz. Morrell's tried to go in for the kill.
Yeah.
Benavidez just spun him around and laid into him. But he didn't refuse to hold, started going crazy, and then he sort of rocked Morrell afterwards. So it was definitely a competitive fight. And look, Morrell can hang. No doubt about it. Morrell Jr. can hang. It's just a shame that he's in his infancy of his pro career and this fight had to happen now. Because I definitely feel like, I think you mentioned, this is a good opportunity for Benavidez to get Morrell now, as opposed to maybe Morrell later, who could be a bit more dangerous. Because there's definitely potential there. He's young enough. He's only had 11 fights, extensive amateur background. I think Benavidez said that, out of all the opponents that he's faced so far, he's hit him the hardest. I could tell. Like I said, Benavidez's face was sort of bruised up a little bit. They're both marked up, both heavy punches. He can clearly take a good shot because Benavidez was landing some bombs in there to the body as well. Benavidez's body work was very good, by the way. Very, very good. Benavidez is sort of impressive every fight, to be honest. Like, I know when you sort of issue that challenge out to him, say prove that you earned the Canelo shot, he's been on a mad tear. So I can't really fault him, and we've actually seen improvements in his boxing ability. Like I said, the defense improved. I think that he picks his punches better as well. He's always had the hand, the combination punch. We always know he had that in his locker, but he's become a lot more well-rounded, I think, especially in fighting in the specific style that he fights. But yeah, Morrell definitely can come again, and I just think that maybe because he just wants to have a tear up, or he truly believed that he could have stopped David Benavidez. He just has to fight his fight. He could have banked maybe more rounds if he fought a different way. I feel like, we saw Caleb Plant banking rounds against Benavidez just from fighting on the outside. And obviously Benavidez had to warm up to it and he was able to break Plant down in the end. But, you can win rounds against Benavidez. You can. You just have to, like I said, you have to box smartly. But Morrell from round 1 was like, no, I'm going to meet you in the middle, and I'm going to throw hands. So it made for an exciting fight. So I'm not going to be too annoyed at him. But yeah, I definitely think he can come again. I don't think
they were killing me. That 12th round, the catch goes. They're both only shuffling.
I forgot. Yeah, they were literally both because Morrell did it first, and then Benavidez responded. I was creasing. I said, wait. How can you both be celebrating, both gloating?
10 seconds to go, and they both split.
Bro, you expect the fight to look like competitive fight. They'll both enter the tank. They're both there.
Like, what the hell are these guys doing?
Yeah.
But I think, Benavidez already shuffled earlier. Maybe like the 10th round, I think.
Yeah, 8th or so. Yeah.
So, I don't know why Morrell decided to do it there and then. When he shouldn't be. Because to be fair, they went to war for the whole fight.
Especially when Ronnie Shields in that 12th round is there saying before they go into 12 rounds, they're saying, yo, empty the tank. This is it. Go for it. Go crazy. Empty the tank because this was the 11th round, which was back and forth. But then remember, we've seen that was the round. No, 11th round where the knockdown happened,
and you got a point deducted.
And then he got a point deducted because of Benavidez. After the knockdown, Benavidez has gone crazy, trying to get his get back.
Yeah,
and they're both on. Morrell's against the ropes, and Benavidez is laying into him, and really laying into him. And the bell goes now, and literally a second after the bell, Morrell has just swung and caught Benavidez off of the bell, very, very late on as well, flush. And the referee jumped in straight away and said, that was ridiculous. Took a point off. Yeah. So that's when Ronnie Shields afterwards laid into him, was like, you need to, focus, be smart in there. This 12th round, you need to go for it, just empty the tank, basically. And, he responded by Ali shuffling with 10 seconds to go, which is funny. But, yeah. Very, very competitive fight, bro. But, yeah, I think Benavidez worthwhile to win. Once again, bro, I'm going to ask you, what next for David Benavidez? Do you want him to keep just banging that Canelo door? Or,
that ship
purely focus. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
That Canelo's going a different route. It always keeps going a different route from the Benavidez route, which is what everyone wants to see. And Turkey is almost provided him a get out jail card with this useless Crawford fight. So I'm happy for him to keep busy, which he has been doing. Shout out to Benavidez. He hasn't been waiting around for Canelo. He's been getting active. So I guess he should wait for the win. I'll call for the loser.
He's the loser, yeah.
Well, it depends. If Beterbiev loses, then I expect a third fight.
Yeah.
But we basically wait around for a Bivol. Bivol. If Bivol loses to Beterbiev, then I think he should fight Bivol. And then Beterbiev. But yeah, that's my thinking. Look, there's other British light heavies that we might want to chuck him in there with.
True. But they lose. They lose though. They lose, but true.
But I think we want to see the British light heavies fight each other as opposed to Benavidez. They don't let them off the hook. They have to fight each other. They will have to keep fighting each other before they look anywhere else. So, look, I think wait for Beterbiev or Bivol at this point. He's passing all the tests. And let's see if he can dethrone one of them, man. I don't think so, but we'll see.
I mean, for me, I still think still Canelo, still be, bringing his name out, letting everyone know that, you ducked me.
He's still
basically do what he's doing today, which is staying active and campaigning at light heavyweight. So still make those deals and, still look to make those fights with, let's say, the Beterbiev or Bivol, while saying, Canelo, you've been ducking me. Eventually, like I said, something, whether the light heavyweight route pays off or Canelo finally grows some cojones and says, okay, cool. You say I've been ducking this guy, you're next, kind of thing. So, keep doing what you're doing, but don't be afraid to just kind of, throw shots at Canelo whenever they ask you about Canelo, because that's the one we truly wanted to see. And that's the one that, in fact, that's what we need to see more. I care more about, even though, like I said, Benavidez can clearly hang at light heavyweight. He's bigger than both Beterbiev and Bivol, anyways. So he's perfectly suited for this weight class. That Canelo Benavidez thing captured everyone's attention, and that's also a massive fight for Mexico as well. Let's not forget that. They can do that in the stadium over there. Let's be real. Obviously, we know they'll do that in probably Vegas, big Vegas fight. But if they wanted to, that can be done in a massive Mexican stadium. So that is huge. I think Cinco de Mayo. Benavidez, come on, that's crazy. That's nuts. But
I don't know.
As you say, the get out of jail free card has been thrown over to Canelo. So,
and as well, to be fair, Benavidez moving into light heavy probably makes it a bit harder in the sense that.
But I don't blame him for doing it though.
Yeah, Canelo's not light heavy. He shouldn't have even considered there. So I think Canelo can use that as an excuse, unless Benavidez comes back down, which I don't envision him doing.
Oh, for Canelo, he would.
For Canelo, he would.
For Canelo, he would. Yeah.
I think maybe if he jumps back down and fights a Jaime Munguia, no.
Nah.
Well, if I'm saying if he campaigns, if he says I'm 168 and I'm here, then that drum is loud. That drum is real loud.
Yeah, true.
But if he stays at 175, he's like, oh no, Canelo's be like, he can use that excuse. He's way bigger than me or whatever. And all this.
Yeah.
But if it's like,
I'm sorry, you can't because you can't because we've seen you beat guys. You fought big guys your entire career, so you can't really. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So I think it depends if he wants to move back and forth, fair. But I think at this point, I think he's already in mandatory position for Beterbiev's belts.
Yes, he is. I think IBF he's definitely because he's got In fact, he's got one of the like interim belts anyways for like WBC or something. So yeah.
So you might as well wait around for the winner, loser, whoever of those two. But I think, once again, I'd rather see them man keep fighting each other. True.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just thinking a Benavidez fight would be brilliant. It won't last, but it'd be brilliant to when a certain Russian lands that bomb eventually. Yeah, but it'd be brilliant to watch.
Yeah. And look, they seem to fancy Bivol. I think we said this last episode. They fancy because they've sparred.
Yes, he has spoken about how in sparring he cooked Bivol apparently. But yeah.
But yeah, let's see.
The way we both said cap.
Look,
and even if it's true.
Yeah, even if he did,
I guarantee you it's not gonna be the same Bivol.
Look, because what we've given credit to Bivol for is. What's it called? Judge manipulation. Same thing that Usyk does. Winning a boxing fight.
Stealing rounds.
The mastery of the art of boxing and winning a boxing round.
Yeah.
The great Usyk, Bivol.
Who else is elite at doing that? Yeah, Usyk is one.
Usyk elite, Bivol elite.
Yep.
Art of winning a round or art of not giving away rounds. Those two, the first two that jump in mind.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone else.
Like when there's no real chip on their shoulder, they just know what they're doing. They can't.
Canelo used to be very good at doing that. Canelo used to be very, very good at doing that. Those are the ones that spring to mind.
I wouldn't call it because there's ways to steal rounds where you just activate in the end.
Yeah,
but
Chisora.
The way you just activate and try to steal the round.
Yeah,
a lot of people do that, but there's the way these men do it is so. Any success you have, boom, 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 get the success back. Last 10 seconds, boom. I've nicked the round.
Yeah,
it's skillful.
Yeah.
So sparring. There's none of that in sparring. I don't think. There's no judges.
Yeah.
But anyway, it'll be interesting to see wherever he fights.
Yeah. Shout out to both Davids, man. Really enjoyable fight. And to be honest, bro, it was an enjoyable card overall. I think the fight that most people said stole the show. Your guy, Isaac Cruz. Versus Angel Figueroa, a Mexican. They're calling it a classic already.
Mexican war,
absolute war, which even expected, to be honest. Both guys. I mean, Isaac Cruz fought his usual style, come forward, blah blah. Was winning the early rounds, and then Figueroa rallied midpoint and came storming back as well, and they were both just toe to toe. Not much skill really. Actually, let me give Isaac Cruz some credit. Flowz. We saw him jabbing.
Yeah, jab.
Isaac Cruz was jabbing.
Mad.
So they're trying to develop him. We've seen Isaac Cruz come out with a jab. Never seen him jab before. But he was fighting behind the jab for the first time that I've seen. So shout out to him. He's learning. But this was just your typical classic Mexican dust-up between two Mexicans. Just 10 rounds, just laying into each other. Cruz got it by UD, I think. Yeah. Actually, I think I might have had it closer than what the judges had it, but I did. Cruz overall, I think was justified for the win. Fair play to Cruz. But Isaac Cruz. To be fair to him, bro, he's always in exciting fights. Can't deny that. Can't deny that.
And that's why people gravitate towards.
That's why you love him. Yeah.
Exciting fighter. He's good. Yep. So I wouldn't say he's whack, but. He's just not as good as everyone was saying he was.
Yes. Again, people listeners might hear and say, "Nah, you guys always killing, blah blah." It's not that. Look, I have to say this every single time. We're not haters of Isaac Cruz.
Yeah.
We were just very against the way that they were inserting him into certain conversations. And we saw the way they were doing it as well. It was nasty.
Crazy.
Conversations that he never belonged in the first place. This guy came out of nowhere.
Acting like he was one of the main factors.
Boogeyman. They gave him Boogeyman tag. Bro, I could not believe it. That's what we had issues with. They tried to make him, and we said he's not him. He's not that. Simple. That's it. Okay. But what he's good at, hey, shout out to him.
His name in the mix.
Bro, crazy. Saying he's avoided, he's ducked. No, he's not. Food.
Why don't you eat Pitbull Cruz? What about Pitbull? What about Pitbull Cruz? What about him?
I'm seeing them get, I won't respect so-and-so until he fights Isaac Cruz. Huh? They'll say, Cruz gives Shakur hell. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
What are we doing
He ducked court straight away.
Ran from court. Yeah.
But yeah, look, he's a good fighter. He's a very good little fighter. He's a good little fighter.
Hell of a fighter.
I entertained it for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I've got an issue watching Isaac Cruz fight. I know I'm going to be entertained. I know I'm going to see punches. So, yeah, shout out to him. Isaac Cruz and Nick Paul would be a cracker of a fight, by the way.
Yeah, it would.
Same guy.
It would.
Hey, that's matchmaking right there. Cruz versus Paul? What?
Yo.
Yeah, that's pure matchmaking.
Wait,
same division. Wait, no. Yeah. No. Cruz at 140. Paul is at
lighter. 130.
Yeah, 130, I think. Yeah,
130.
Hey, one day though, I'd like to make that happen. I can't.
Yeah,
literally same guy. But yeah, let's talk about Scooter Flowz, Stephen Fulton. In his return against Brandon Figueroa, I want to give a shout out to Stephen Fulton. Obviously, our prediction last week was they're saying, bro, we can only go off what you've recently done. And since coming back from his knockout loss to Inoue, he didn't look good at all. Hasn't been as active, whereas Figueroa has been active and looked pretty impressive. So I was very, very worried for Fulton going into this rematch. It was for the WBC. It's a new division for Fulton. The weight class above, I think, is it lightweight? So 130. The weight class above where he came from. So a world title. Sorry, go on.
I can't remember the weight class. Featherweight, super featherweight. What?
I'm pretty sure it's. Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, featherweight. Yes, featherweight. Yeah. So the WBC featherweight title was on the line, and it was an impressive boxing performance from Stephen Fulton. Which we know he's a very good boxer, and obviously I think his stock took a considerable dive with the Inoue loss. That's not his fault though. Inoue is just him. It is what it is. Yeah. But his stock went down, bro. It's peak. Yeah. But again, I don't think people don't realize how good Inoue is. It's not his fault. It really is not his fault. But before that, Fulton was a top, like in terms of like boxing ability, highly rated. You see, it was deep. It's deep, man. It's deep.
They were killing. They were killing for his approach.
I actually felt sorry for him because I told him, bro, it's Inoue.
They were hating so hard on Fulton's performance. They were disgusted.
Bro. It's because it's because it was driven by Inoue hatred. They were trying to say Inoue is overhyped. This, that he can't box with someone as skilled as Fulton, blah blah. Yeah. And the way Inoue treated him, boxing ability, everything, killed him. They would have said that Fulton's a mess. Yeah. He's rubbish. But I said, no. You need to understand the greatness of Inoue. Bro, I felt so sorry for him. Anyways, but yeah, I was very, very worried for him, and I thought he would lose this rematch. But very impressive, bro, performance-wise. And this wasn't even the first fight was a lot closer than this one. Yeah. I had Fulton winning this comfortably. So yeah, amazing performance from Scooter. Shout out to him.
Yeah, it was. Look, Brandon Figueroa, same approach. Come forward. I don't know why he loves coming forward, even with all the height and reach he has at his disposal. Comes forward, risking it all, and similar to the last fight, Scooter's just the more slick one in those situations. Yeah. I think that's why I gave him the last fight. He was just a bit slicker, even though Figueroa was applying the pressure, coming forward. I think landing the more effective and cleaner shots were still coming from Fulton. And I think this one it was more of the same, but just
Wider.
yeah, wider,
Bro,
more
he
clearer.
treated him. I'll be so lucky.
Clearer.
He treated him.
I
So
was
clear.
landing it more frequently, giving away less. As Figueroa was coming in, he was getting pieced up on the way in, on the way out, getting pieced up. So,
bro, you know what I liken it to? It's almost as if Fulton's Sharingan got activated. And it's like, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
It's easier for me now.
Yeah. I know it now.
Like I know it, like I understand it now. You know what I mean? Like, that's how much easier it looked. It's like, cool, you're gonna come with the same style. I'm used to what you did before. We had that first fight. I've downloaded all the data I need to download. You're gonna come this way. Cool, I can pivot this way. You know what I mean? So that's how easy it looked. So even though he didn't even look great in his last fight, he looked superb in this fight because he'd shown improvements to his game, and the fact that he's seen it before, where it was the same Brandon Figueroa, and he's making Brandon Figueroa look slow in there, flat-footed. You know, it just wasn't really effective. I'm seeing Fulton chill on the ropes and pop, the pivot out, you know, comfortably. Like, it was easy for him. And he's landing the shots that look harder and more effective as well. So, yeah, man, I want to give Fulton credit because I was worried for him. And, yeah, he made it look super, super easy. So it's good to see him back on form and back on top as a champion. Very good fighter, Stephen Fulton, man. And I think this was his first fight with because I'm pretty sure he wasn't trained by Bozy before, even though obviously they're from Philly.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
This was his first fight with Bozy. And, yeah, it looked good. You made him look like a mini Boots in there a little bit. So, yeah, shout out to Philly, man. But no, we have to talk about.
I know what you're about to say. I'm about to say the same thing.
I'm not going to forget. We have to talk, bro. We have to talk about the drip because obviously that's the first thing I saw, and I'm there thinking, wait, is this photoshopped? This is the most insane boxing drip I've seen in my life. Yeah,
crazy.
I was killing. To be fair, I was killing Haney and then, man, when they come in with the designer drip, the Fear of God, and then, man, you know, I think Javante comes in with like some designer brand of web. But this is nuts. Fulton is wearing what looks like 3/4 length jorts, jean shorts. They're meant to. I don't think they actually wear jean material. They can't because if not, that's crazy. You can't move. But they were meant to look like jean material, denim.
Yeah.
So 3/4 length jorts with boxing trainers that look like Timberland boots.
Couldn't believe my eyes.
Flowz, what I say, yeah, because I saw it, I'm there thinking, oh, that's because I saw him in the back room, and I'm thinking it's warm-up gear, right?
Yeah.
But then I've seen another picture of him in the ring with it. I thought, oh my gosh, he's got out like this. Obviously done on purpose and whatnot, but crazy because you know what? Stephen Fulton is so lucky, and you know, not even lucky. Thank God he won. Thank God he won. Because if he lost this fight, bro, the memes would have been generational.
If he got stopped.
If he lost this fight, generational slander. It's actually mad. So I'm actually so happy he won. Thank God.
Yeah, crazy. I was squinting, looking closer. I was like, am I seeing?
Bro, I was zooming into the picture. I was seeing the Tibbs logo. I said, nah. Yeah, crazy.
I was looking at the turnbuckles.
Yo, Americans are funny, man. Americans are hilarious. Americans are funny as hell.
Yeah, crazy drip.
Yeah, nuts.
Had it all the way turnbuckled up to the top. I was like, yo, this guy's actually. I don't know if. Yeah, I don't know where you got them from, but yeah, shout out to Fulton. That's crazy.
Fairs. We might be. Hey, because of this now, we might be seeing some outrageous clobber in the ring this year.
Crazy.
Oh, I know Javante's got and Broden got something nasty for us landed. We want to see something outrageous this year, man. That's hilarious. But yeah, shout out to Stephen. Happy he won. And he moves on in a new division. Two-weight world champion now. So that's big.
Yeah.
That's big. And it's a division he can do well in as well. It's not really trying to see who else in that division, who are the other champs. We have who else? We got Nick Ball.
Okay. And he's featherweight, yeah.
Yeah. And Angelo Leo and Rafael Espinosa. So yeah, nice division. Some nice fights to be made.
Yeah.
Wall versus Fulton will be nice. I don't see it happening anytime soon, but it'll be really nice. So yeah, cool division. Good division to be in. And I actually think he suits his division as well because he was quite big, I think, for the weight class below anyway. So yeah, he does suit his division quite well. Cool. I think that's it for the weekend's roundup. You mentioned Carissa Shields is fighting today as we're recording. Well, not now, but soon. Expect her to, like I said, do her thing. Let's talk about what we've got next week, bro, because we've got one card to talk about really and truly. Queensberry card. Derek Chisora is in action again against Otto Wallin. I think the card is billed as the last dance. This is his 49th fight. Chisora is definitely gonna go to 50. Like I think his aim is to go to 50, get to 50 fights and then call it a day. But yeah, this is fight number 49 against a fighter we know very well, Otto Wallin. Look, man, let me just get straight into it. I actually expect Otto Wallin to win this fight. He should win this fight on paper. Let's be real. Look. This is an over-the-hill Chisora who's had 13 losses. Can't really hang with Wallin skill-wise. Really and truly, Wallin should not lose this fight. In fact, if he does lose this fight, I think Wallin should call it a day in boxing. But, Flowz, I've seen something very worrying, right? And it's a Wallin issue. I've clocked it. I'm watching the preamble now. I've seen a clip of the face-off and whatnot. I haven't really followed this preamble at all because truthfully, it's a fight I don't really care about. But I've seen a clip. And Chisora is cutting a stern promo. So I'm not here to box you. We're here to I'm going to go to war. We're to war. Like, I'm coming to take your head off, right? I'm just Wallin is doing this smiling thing again. Just like he did with AJ. Smiling, laughing, all happy, all jovial. The guys in front of you saying that I'm coming to rip your head off and you're there smiling, be all happy to be here. I said to myself, this is the exact same rubbish you do with AJ and you got your ass knocked out. You was not ready mentally for that fight. And you're doing the same thing again. You might get knocked out again. And you get knocked out by Chisora, there's no coming back from that. To me, it's curtains. So yeah, man, why is this guy so happy? It's like I saw that clip and I was annoyed at Wallin. And to myself, look, bro, instead of you to fire back and be stern with a guy that you should not be losing to, you're there all happy and jovial. Watch when he gets knocked out again. But really and truly, there's no way Otto Wallin should be losing to Chisora. I'm so sorry. There's no way.
He shouldn't.
In 2025.
He shouldn't, but I have him losing. He shouldn't, but I do have him losing.
Yeah, Wallin's stock is in the mud then.
Chisora keeps upsetting apple carts.
Mm-hmm.
Fights he shouldn't win, people he shouldn't beat. I can go back to what's his name, Pulev.
Yep.
He beat Pulev.
Yeah.
He's beaten Joyce.
Spilker, Joyce. Yeah.
Even what's his name, Takam.
Yep.
So he keeps doing his thing.
Crazy KO. Yeah.
Yeah. He's stopping people, beating them up. And Wallin hasn't impressed me for a long time.
Yeah.
I remember he was talked about as being someone who can beat White. Give AJ hell. And maybe he's ridden off that Fury performance.
Yeah.
But I think it's what you say. I think he's just not a dog. He's just not a dog.
He's soft. Bro, he's soft. He's soft as hell. I'll be so real. Let's call it keep it a buck. Wallin is soft, man.
He's just not, he's just
too happy, too nice. What we used to call Parker.
Yeah, he can legit drop stinkers, even against people he's better than. I think back to I think it was Rydell Booker, where he might have fought in the UK. A comeback fight against Rydell Booker. And I was just like, what? This is a stinker from Wallin. He won, but I'm just like, you're not it. You're just not it. And yeah, I think you can't be soft against the Chisora.
Yeah.
He's gonna stick it on you.
Yeah.
But look, skill-wise, he should be beating the Chisora. He should just box him comfortably.
Yeah.
And win, box comfortably and win.
No engine Chisora?
Yeah. But if
Come
you're
on,
if
man.
you're timid and soft, Chisora will eat on that,
Yeah,
you know.
it's true. It's true.
He'll eat on that.
Chisora, one thing about Chisora, when he calls himself war now, he does like to go to war. Like he comes in step to you. And he's throwing the overhand.
Yep.
He's launching the overhand. So yeah, man.
If you're not
Shameful
gonna
if he loses,
dance
man.
and if you can't keep him off you, if you're not gonna dance and keep him off you or keep it, he's gonna walk through your punches and
Yeah.
swing it and swing
Yeah.
it and keep swinging it.
Mm.
So I'm back at Chisora to win that. I'll be keen to see the odds. Wallin should be the favorite.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's not, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's not.
And if he's not, yeah, I'm going to look at that nicely. But yeah,
Boy,
that promo just annoyed me. I think to myself, this guy's there laughing all happy again. The exact same thing. AJ will say into your face that I'm going to batter you. You know, they're smiling, joking around. Come on, man. And then what happened? He went and got battered. Yeah. So yeah, man, this Wallin guy, since that Fury fight, he hasn't looked good. You're right, and it's mad how things can change quickly in boxing. I don't know whether his head's changed or he's just happy to be here. He's probably been paid very well, to be honest, the fights that he's had. So he could just be happy just to be here. And I said that at the AJ fight. So this guy just looks happy to be here. And he fought like someone who was just happy to be here. And he looks like he'll be doing it again with Chisora. And that's mad. Like I said, losing to Chisora is in 2025. I said that in 2024, losing to Chisora is shameful. So that's why I don't want to see Joe Joyce fight again. But losing to Chisora in 2025 is even worse. So yeah, man, it's crazy. It's nuts. But yeah, it's not really a fight that really captures the interest. Obviously, it will do well because we know Del Boy is a crowd favorite. He's a cult hero. So any Del Boy fight is going to do well. And yeah, I expect it's in Manchester. I expect it to sell, and I expect the crowd to be really into it, the partisan crowd. Now, there is a fight on the undercard, Flowz, that to me is quite interesting. It's the chief support. Willie Hutchinson is fighting Zach Parker. Now, obviously, at one point, remember, Zach Parker was highly touted by Queensberry as sort of a next big thing, yep. I think, in the light heavyweight division. Well, I think back then he might have been a super middleweight at that time.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was. Yes, he was a super middleweight at that time, and he looked good. He looked good. And then he had that unfortunate outing against John Ryder, where I think he did something. He injured his shoulder, right, in like the 5th round or something, and couldn't continue. It was an injury, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's been. Yeah, he hasn't. Like we haven't really seen him since then. I know that he. So he's fought a few times, but just sort of like I guess rebuilding his career against guys that he should be beating. But this, I think, might be his first fight, maybe at light heavyweight. Yeah, interested to see Zach Parker, what type of shape he's in. Because before that, John Ryder lost, he looked good. And obviously, Willie Hutchinson, as we saw a couple of times last year, impressed us a lot. Good fighter. That could be potentially a good fight, man. I'm intrigued to see that fight for sure. Yeah, and that's for the WBC silver light heavyweight championship. So yeah, that's that fight. And also Nathan Heaney's also in action as well on the undercard. He's fighting a guy called Sofiane Kati. So yeah, that would be, Nate Heaney. As I said, we were a fan of him, so that'd be interesting. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that co-main event. I think that could be a really good fight.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm intrigued in that one as well. I think Willie might get it, but let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Flowz, that's it really. Worth mentioning, I think because it came out after we recorded last week, Boots is unifying against Stanionis. That's great to see. Obviously, a lot of people got onto Boots end of last year over the whole Virgil Ortiz debacle. Some people called him duck soup. So yeah, it's good to see him bounce back with that, with a big fight, Stanionis, a unification at 147. To me, that is the best fight to be made at 147. I think Stanionis is probably the better of the other champions. So yeah, happy to see that fight, and look forward to seeing Boots unify. Well, I expect him to win, but it's not an easy touch. Stanionis is very good. So yeah, that's good to see. There was another fight announced recently as well, I think, but I can't remember that. Slipped my mind. But yeah, I think we can call it a day there then, Flowz. Cool. Episode 233 of the SZN Podcast. Once again, your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, you know where to find us. Peace.
Seven.
Taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
Seven, what was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.